The revelation of the word is the way to know God. You don't have to see him before you know him. When you see him, you will pass him. So here is God saying, hey, Samuel, come, let's do something together. Samuel is leaving the God to go and meet the same God he's serving. He passed him 3 times until Eli taught him. Because the word of the Lord was not revealed. So I came to reveal the word of the Lord to you. Come on, say, I receive.
I receive.
I came to reveal the word of the Lord to you. Move my slide. Who is God? Who is God? Because we don't meditate. We don't know God. Who is God? Psalm 77. Who is God? We don't know him because we don't know the word. It is the word that helps us to know the reality of our God. Let's take a cue from David. Read. I want you to see what happened to David.
I cried to God with my voice.
He gave ear unto me, but not just like that. What you see in verse 1 is what happened at the ending, not at the beginning. That's the reason why you read in Genesis 1, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. The next thing you see, the earth was without form and void. You don't understand what follows. I cried to God with my voice, he heard me. But look at the next verse. Read, next verse.
In the day of my trouble, I sought the Lord. My soul ran in the night and ceased not. My soul refused to be
I thought he said the Lord answered. He's telling you the Lord finally answered. But when he started, there was no answer. So we want to learn from him. Read it again.
In the day of my trouble, I sought the Lord.
Did the Lord answer?
My soul ran
No.
in the night.
His soul was running in the night and did not stop bleeding. His soul refused to be comforted. Where was God? I want to take you to see how he finally got the answer of 1b, where he says, and the Lord answered me. What happened? Next verse, move.
I remembered God and was troubled.
So you see, every time he thought about God, he was no longer sure. I remembered God and I was troubled. How can you remember God? Instead of you to remember God and be happy, instead of you to remember God and be comforted, he said, I remembered God and the only thing I can think is trouble. I was troubled. I what? Complained.
And
are you there? You are complaining. You are just like David. He said, I complained. When he remembered God, he said, why is God not even doing it? He complained. Complaining believers. He never denied God, but he was complaining in his house. You come to church, what the Lord has done for me, you are dancing and singing. After that, you go and complain. I complained. My spirit was overwhelmed. So where's the answer now? I'm telling you that answer came later. After what you will see. Read.
Thou holdest mine eyes waiting.
He couldn't sleep. Read.
I am so troubled that I cannot speak.
I can't talk to anybody. I cry alone in my heart. I can't speak to anybody. Read, next verse.
I have considered the days of old, the years of ancient times.
This is where his solution started.
I called to remembrance my song in the night. I commune with mine own heart, and my spirit made diligent search. Will the Lord cast off forever? And will he be favorable no more?
Did you see that? Yes. Will the Lord cast off forever? Will he stop giving me favor? Move.
In his mercy clean gone forever?
Is his mercy gone? Does his promise fail forevermore? Are you seeing the man? Go on.
Hath God forgotten to be gracious?
So when you see verse 1, I called unto the Lord, he answered me. You don't know how he got the answer. He was troubled, he was pained, he was worried, he doubted, he complained, he was no longer sure. Had God forgotten to be gracious? And had he in anger shut off his tender mercy? Is he angry with me? The devil will come lie to you, God is angry with you. God doesn't want to hear you. But he had a good conclusion. Read.
And I said, this is my infirmity.
It is my wrong, not God's. It is not God that doesn't love me. It is not God that is not merciful. It is not God that is not gracious. It is not God that is angry. It is my infirmity. It is me that is not on track. So what am I going to do?
But I will remember the years of the right hand of the
I
Most
will
High.
meditate on what God did before. I want to know God, not based on my feeling, not based on my condition, not based on my situation. That's why you were given the word. The essence of the word is so you can meditate and see, how did he do with Moses? How did he do with Abraham? That's how he's going to do with me. Say yes, somebody. See, so the solution came. I will remember the works of the Lord. I will remember. The secret to activating wonders today is to remember the wonders of old. I will remember the works of the Lord. I will
Surely,
remember. See, go back to the old religion. Go back to the old time. Go back and see if God ever failed. Did he fail Joseph? Did he fail Moses? Did he fail Aaron? Did he fail Abraham? Why will he fail you? You are thinking and meditating too much about your problem. I will meditate also. See, that's what we're here to do. Meditate. Stop meditating on your problem. Stop meditating on where you are. Go back to the old. The scriptures was written for our examples. Go back and see what God did. If he did it, he can do it. But you are checking what is happening. You are counting deadline for God. 6 days, he has not done it. 5 years, he has not done it. And what's happening to you? You are causing the seed of atheism in you to grow. Instead of you to be drawing closer to God, you are getting farther from him. Though your seat in church has not changed. Physically, you are still in the same place. Spiritually, you are far. Read.
I will meditate also of all thy work and talk of thy doings.
Next verse.
Thy way, O God, is in the sanctuary.
So stop. So you see now, he has stopped saying, will God stop forgiving? Will God not have mercy? Will God not grace? No. He went to study the ways of God. He went to study the operations of God. And based on that, he started speaking. What did he say?
Thy way, O God, is in the sanctuary. Who is so great a God as our God?
Oh, hold on. Some verses ago, will God not have mercy? Will God not help? What's my problem? I cannot sleep. I cannot talk. I cannot eat. I. There was no problem. He said, no. This is my infirmity. I go back to the old. I check what God has done. Then he began to speak good of God. He said, your way is, he said, God is who is so great a God. Are you seeing it now? His meditation has changed. His focus has moved from his problem to the greatness of God. Read, move for me.
Thou art the God that doest wonders.
Did you see that? Will God help me? God, you are a God that does wonders. Read.
Thou hast declared thy strength among the people. Thou hast with thine arm redeemed thy people, the sons of Jacob and Joseph, Selah. The waters saw thee, O God. The waters saw thee. They were afraid. The depths also were troubled. The clouds poured out water. The skies sent out a sound. Thine arrows also went abroad. The voice of thy thunder was in the heaven. The lightnings lightened the world. The earth trembled and shook. Thy way is in the sea, and thy path in the great waters, and thy footsteps are not known. Thou leadest thy people like a flock by the hand of Moses and Aaron.
Hold on. Moses and Aaron are dead. But David is now meditating, going back. You led your people through Moses and Aaron. You were faithful to Moses. The sea saw you and fled and parted. When he started meditating on that, that's how, this is the last verse. That's the last verse. Go back to verse 1. So what happened? So verse 1 is actually verse 21. So this is verse 21. Put in verse 1. Read it now.
I cried unto God with my voice, even unto God with my voice, and he gave ear unto me.
Why did God now give ear to him? He was now in alignment with God. So when you just read verse 1, you don't understand the story. When he was complaining, when he was no longer sure, he shifted his meditation. So I'm not here to talk about your problem. I want to talk about your God. Are you ready? I want you to meditate on him and see whether you will call on him and he will not answer. When your mind is in alignment with God, then your prayer will get its answer.